Lawrence tee this one up, and we are underway from the Doolittle Community Center in Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas Casino offensively is coming off of a resounding win, a 16-point victory over Windsor Express. And they begin with a miss from Sterling Smith. So, Shante, obviously the implications are massive for this game. The winner goes to the championship. But these players and coaches are playing for more than just a win tonight.
That is very true. The stakes are very high for this one. Both teams got the victory. Actually, the guy with the ball right now, Kenny Jacobs, had a huge game yesterday in which he scored 34 points. Excuse me, Gary Jacobs. So I expect for him to pick up exactly where he left off yesterday.
His teammate Philip Lawrence gets this game started with a baseline jumper, and the Southern Stars crack the scoreboard. 2-0 is our score. A minute gone by, first quarter, and just off the mark is Emmanuel Ogonofu. So the Southern Stars scored a record 112 points in their victory over Nevada Desert Storm, who had a very nice comeback victory over Windsor Express as well just earlier tonight. We'll talk about that one when we get this one going. But the one player who did spearhead that offense was Gary Daniels, you mentioned. He didn't just score from the three-point line. He did it from everywhere on the court.
Yeah, I really like Gary Jacobs' game. He just completed his collegiate career over at Central Washington, and he's a guy that can really fill the stat sheet up. He can get into the paint and cause issues, and also his outside jump shot is very deadly. So he's definitely a threat on the offensive end, and his ability to get his teammates involved as well is definitely something to keep an eye out for. Yeah.
Well, he just grabs the rebound and hands off to his teammate Emmanuel Ogonofu, and the 18-footer's good. The Southern Stars look pretty dominant on the offensive end early. 4-0, Southern Stars lead 2 minutes into the game. Spinning inside is Xavier Richards, and the putback by Ogonofu is good.
Calvin Downs with a nice putback dunk. Calvin Downs is a guy that really utilizes his size very, very well, so I expect him to do the same here in this game.
He had an all-around great performance yesterday, 20 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 blocks.
If you look at the D-Las Vegas team, they're a very well-balanced squad as Sterling Smith brings the ball down. Now, he's another guy, as he gets fouled on that three-point shot, he's another guy that's definitely a threat on the offensive end, so it should be interesting to see this matchup between him going against Jacobs.
Nick Rice and Shante Jordan on hand here from the Doolittle Community Center. Sterling Smith got fouled, so he'll shoot 3, and what really make a statistic that I've probably never heard of before, Sterling Smith was the only starter on D-Las Vegas Casino to commit a single personal foul in their win yesterday over Windsor Express.
Well, I don't know if that's bad officiating or if that's just effective defense.
Maybe a little of both. I don't want to put the blame on these officials because I've seen all 3 games today, and I think they've done about as good of a job as you can.
Absolutely. I think it's really good here in the Summer League, too, to get these players experience on the professional level, utilizing the 24-second shot clock, and also having these games officiated by NBA D-League officials. It's a really good thing.
I mean, you got to think about the situation they're in. Not knowing any of these players and getting thrust into the lineup literally the day of the games. And obviously this is an off season for close to everybody. So the situation calls for them to make some mistakes, but I haven't really seen too many of them. Beautiful spin move, but he hands off to Kelvin Downs, who pops, count it. But before he does, he travels with the basketball. Boy, he nearly had a chance for a three-point play, but if you're Kelvin Downs, you've got to be thrilled that you can go in the post that easily.
Calvin Downs almost traveled his way from Vegas all the way back to Arkansas State University with that travel.
Boy, that was – are you sure? That was pretty close.
Oh, with the nice shot there. Philip Lawrence Ricks. You know, he's a guy you really haven't heard much from in this tournament, so it's good to see him get a shot to go through the basket there, see if he's going to keep it going. And
that basket will tie us up at 7 in the early stages of the first quarter. And the way that this game is going is just like we expected. Offenses are having no problem scoring in the early stages. A fadeaway jumper by Keith Armstrong hits nothing but the backboard. That'll be an air ball for Lawrence. And back it goes to D-Las Vegas Casino. And another offensive foul against this club that now has committed 3 turnovers in less than 4 minutes.
Yeah, Xavier Richards got caught lowering his shoulder there. Good call by the referees there.
He was one of 5 players for De Las Vegas Casino to enter double digits scoring the basketball yesterday against Windsor Express. They shot 47% from the field and 36% from three-point range.
He also chipped in 10 rebounds, which is very key for this De Las Vegas team.
Well, the pass is tipped and picked off the arms of Victor Bradino. However, Tony Nixon lost the basketball.
Tony Nixon scored 16 yesterday in his team's victory. He's another guy that can really fill up the stat sheet. He played for the Chicago Steam this time last year, and in which he averaged 15 points and 6 boards.
Both clubs playing man-to-man defense early on. Kelvin Downs, the big who can do just about everything, controls. However, it's Philip Lawrence who couldn't hang on to the basketball. Back it goes to the Southern Stars. Beautiful ball movement, and all alone is Victor Bermudez, but he's off the mark on the wide-open three. The rebound picked up by Emmanuel Ogonfolu. And these two teams are struggling for offense in the last 60 seconds.
Kenan Washington, he just passed the ball off, but Kenan Washington of the Southern Stars, he's a guy that has a very interesting story. I just got word that he hasn't played organized basketball in 3 years.
Wow.
He actually was just coaching his little league back in his hometown, and yesterday he scored 17 points. Not bad for a guy that hasn't played organized basketball in 3 years.
Right. This is the Global Basketball Summer League as Tony Nixon drills a long-range jumper. That'll give the Southern Stars a 3-point lead.
Tony Nixon, I really like this kid's release. He has one of the best mechanics on his jump shot that I've seen here in this tournament at all.
Yeah, Nixon, that was a beautiful stroke inside. The kick out to the corner for Lawrence, and he's off the mark on the three. And the Southern Stars are not afraid to push the pace on close to every possession. Daniels kicks out. That's Bermudez. Extra pass to the corner. Nixon off the mark, but the rebound by Philip Lawrence, and the putback is good.
Second chance points. You got to be able to limit those second chance points because they are a killer.
Xavier Richards with a reverse lay-in, and that'll stop what was a pretty nice little scoring drought of 3 minutes for De Las Vegas Casino. Gary Daniels still looking for his first points. However, he's blocked away.
You see Calvin Downs as he brings the ball, as he goes coast to coast. He's just showing his ability as a big man at 6'9", 220. His ability to go coast to coast